there's someone. An
This
alchemist.
place is fantastic. Imagine all the spectacular experiments one could get up to here.
Spectacular in the right hands, horrific in the wrong.
Imagine walking uninvited into some old alchemy laboratory and you see the guy who probably owns the thing and you're like, oh, this is fantastic. But he doesn't seem to mind. He's not even talking to us. Aha, and here we have the bottled voice.
Ooh!
Was that the voice? Yeah, is it so? Let's combine it. And let's hope we don't need crafting for that, but otherwise we will just let Jahan do it. Vocalization potion. A jar filled with unsavory looking ooze. A bitter pill to swallow for whomever wants their voice back. Kinda odd that he doesn't mind us at all. Let's talk with him first. Wait, Wolgraff. What are you doing? Wolgraff. Wait.
You call to Wolgraff. He awaits your queries.
Drink this potion, Wolgraff. Let's see what it does.
Wolgraff eagerly grabs the potion and quaffs it down like a cold beer on a hot day. Presently, he starts to cough, then inhales the air deeply and talks.
I wonder how his voice will sound.
I can speak. I can bloody well speak. This is amazing. This is... I want to sing. I want to shout.
It sounds a little mad, but excited.
The hell's bells on a cracker. How deep and gruff I sound. Well, then again, last time I heard my own voice, I was but a 10-year-old pipsqueak after all. Not a weather-beaten, whip-licked, sorcerer-slaying ruffian. Oh, I can't thank you enough, Governor. Really, I can't.
Governor?
No gift as precious, no gift as titillating as the power of speech. Oh, those rolling R's, those teeth-flicking T's.
Aw, he's so excited. Governor?
Don't mind my crude way with words, my friend. In all those years of ever so dreary internal monologue, I haven't quite moved on from the street kid vernacular. A girl's a peach, a boy's a tosser, and a so-called great big authority figure, whether a John or a Jill, is a governor.
Interesting.
But that's neither
A peach
here nor
or a
there, is
tosser.
it? I've got me voice back. I've got me strength back. And I'm more ready than ever to kick sorry, saggy sorcerer behind.
Oh.
On we go. The job ain't finished yet, and my dagger's dying for some action.
I wonder if now all the voice lines of him are now replaced, because usually it was always the main narrator just reading the stuff.
What's on your mind?
Nice, look at that, how much we can ask him. So, tell me, what's it like to have your voice back after all this time?
Ha! It's bloody wonderful, isn't it? Everything is just so much easier. You want something, you just say so. Or you just take it, but that's the rogue of me talking.
How did you become so good at spotting things?
Why, good old-fashioned practice. You'd be surprised how easily people miss details that are right in front of their crooked noses. The art of observation, Governor. It's a skill no cat burglar can do without. Just as important as fleet-footedness and sleight of hand.
It feels so odd being called governor.
I practiced and practiced until a fleck of disturbed dust became as obvious to me as a bullseye painted on a barn. People think they can hide things, keep secrets, but whatever they do, they can't hide them from our Wolgraff.
Remember when we first met? How did you know there would be gold coins to find beneath the well?
That was one of my famed ploys. I told one of the local little brats, and by telling him he'd write it down, that all his wishes would be granted if he threw all the gold he had down that well.
But it's nice to see him so much more cheerful and happy and, yeah, enthusiastic with his voice back.
A real-life wishing well? Obviously, the jackanapes told everyone that would listen all about it. and he shouted it down the ears of those that wouldn't to boot.
But I mean, we met 2 real-life wishing wells with quite impressive names. Walter and Willie.
Worked like a charm. Undead or no, they went out in droves to actually wish their walking corpses away. Easy bloody money, governor.
Alright. And here we have another waypoint shrine. Do you have a name? Phantom Forest Alchemy Lab. I wonder what the alchemist is doing here with all those weird looking glowing liquids. Bubbling. Okay, alchemist.
Greetings, greetings! One of Cassandra's, I presume? Yes,
Sure.
rather warm, that is her preference, aren't you? And not a hint of rot. Strange, very strange indeed. But who am I to judge? I've been dead at least 100 years, and fashions certainly do change.
Fashion changes. Yeah, now the current fashion is to wear skin and be alive. Come on, let's just make a quick barter. Here you go. Who are you?
The alchemist, of course. I think I must have
The.
had a proper name once, but there hasn't been much occasion to use it for the past several decades. No, alchemist suits me just fine, don't you think?
If you say so. And the most interesting question, what are you doing down here?
Why, isn't it obvious? Beautiful alchemy. That's
Gee,
science of the
thanks.
gods themselves. Yes. Before my change, I was a regular master of the alchemical arts. Tinctures for princes' wounded pride, powders to smooth skin ravaged by time. I could craft them all with ease.
What is he doing for Cassandra? I mean, she's immortal and obviously quite powerful and a sorceress, so...
These days, of course, I serve only Lady Cassandra. How she discovered a method of extending life without the use of the Stone of the Philosopher, I cannot say. She never revealed much in the way of secrets to yours truly. But as you can see, I'm as alive, well, nearly so, as I was many years before nature's expiration date.
Well, you don't look so much alive, but happy to know you feel like that. So, what do you know about Cassandra?
Ah, a kind ruler is she. Leaves me to my experimentations and my devices here, so long as I honor her occasional requests for this and that. Nightmare potions, paralysis salves, essentials for one in her line of work.
So she's torturing people? Great.
I haven't heard anything from her esteemed brother in quite some years, though. Tell me, have you word of our great overlord, Brachus Rex?
So, I think he's quite rather old. Brachus Rex was overthrown many years.
Is that so? Well, my point about changing fashions rings true. Yet his sister seems
Very
to be
easygoing
keeping
fellow.
on quite fine. Very strange considering their forge of souls, but oh my goodness. Could it be that he to his own sister? No, it's much too ghastly.
Does he not know that she's a lich? How long has it been since the last they talked? What do you mean? What's too ghastly?
Heavens, a thing like that? Ha! Well, you see, it's no secret that the great Brachus Rex and his sister, our own Cassandra, were soul forged from a very young age. This gave them special insights into one another's psyches, and they were inseparably close. It also meant, however, that killing one would kill the other. If, say, Brachus received an arrow through his heart in battle, Cassandra might drop dead over toast and tea halfway around the world.
doesn't really sound like something you would want.
It is impossible to break a forge of souls completely, but it is rumored that certain steps could be taken. If one member of the forge were to be turned, for instance, into a half-living, half-dead creature, he or she would attain a form of immortality. Thus, the fully human member of the pair would be freed of the influence of his or her counterpart.
But that is very interesting, because that means several things. For once, that means that Cassandra was here in the Phantom Forest before she was made a Lich. On the other point, that also means that Cassandra turned evil because she needed all those potions and stuff, the paralyzing stuff, the nightmare potions, before she was turned a Lich. So it wasn't being turned a Lich which made her evil. It also was that before. Because I think so far it seemed like her being turned into a Lich was like the cause of her evil nature, and then she went here and stuff.
It could be possible,
at least as far as I understood it.
Brachus himself who granted Cassandra this certain brand of immortality. Yes, the great king was gaining power quickly. I imagine his greatest vulnerability, Cassandra, had to be dealt with.
You don't really seem to have any empathy for your great Cassandra.
But it is a terrible fate, you see. A lich, half woman and half corpse, unable to enjoy the pleasures of life, but only to pursue death. To think that one could exact such a fate upon one's own flesh and blood. Unfathomable. Ha!
He sounds like at the same time, but also quite curious about that. And I mean, it also means that even before Cassandra being made a Lich, it was at least not completely unnormal for some of their subjects to be walking skeletons. But on the other hand, that's it. We can't ask anything more about it. What are you doing here? Okay, so I would say we go back to the thorny grounds and then deal with Cassandra. I love it how fast this game loads. Always expect way more waiting time. And I gotta say, just a pat on my shoulders, it was smart to do everything else before going to the Source Temple. At least it seems that way. Oh, Wolgraff.
Oh, mind if we take a bit of a breather, Governor? Even a bloodhound ties a blood once in a cool blue moon.
I mean, it really doesn't seem like the best place or time, but good idea. I wouldn't mind sitting down for a drink.
Oh, that's the spirit. To your very good health.
Cheers.
Spot. Now then, as for the real reason for this little interruption, I've been doing a lot of thinking, you know. Now, don't laugh. I have. Thinking about those boyhood fancies of mine. Of becoming a source hunter. A great big hero in a big bad world. Back in the day, your order refused me. Dismissed me like a flea-ridden street hound because I couldn't talk. Fair enough, you know. No hard feelings. But now, I can talk. I can talk, and I can fight, and I can hunt.
I have to say, I don't think, at least how I played Roderick and Scarlett, I don't think we are the best source hunters. Like, I mean, we completely accept Ikara, we spared the sorceress in the King Crab Inn upstairs and stuff. And the order seems to be quite simple-minded, like very black and white, and I think we are not. I don't know if I would... I don't think that especially Wolgraff would... Roderick would recommend becoming a source hunter to anyone.
You've shown me what it's like to be a source hunter. The nobility of it. The worthiness of living a life in service of justice and chivalry. It's not too late for me. I can still become the hero of my youth. But that is not my decision to make. No.
It's not?
It's yours. So, I'm asking you, a source hunter, tried and true, whether you'll knight me here and now. Whether you'll make me one of the Order. Will you?
Oh. I mean, not too much a fan of the Source Hunters, but I would feel bad at refusing. Also interesting that we apparently can do that, and we're just like, oh, now you're a Source Hunter too. You don't need the academy or anything, any education. But the second line is way too mean for Roderick, so...
I most certainly will. You've proven to be a worthy companion and worthy of the title of Source Hunter.
I heartily concur. Wolgraff, we dub thee a knight in the Order of Source Hunters.
And we could go and do a full Source Hunter playthrough, because we also have Madora with us.
A knight? A source hunter? Such an honor would befall me, still
Aww.
I could jump for joy, scream and dance, but so solemn is this moment that I can but calmly bask in its glory. I won't let you down, Governor. I won't. I'll do the Order proud. I'll swear it.
Aww. Okay, and now we have the rest of the game to convince him that the Source Hunters are not that great. Anyway, I think especially if you played the second game before the first one, it kind of primes you not to like Source Hunters too much.
You will submit to me. You will
Ha.
take the guise
Do you
I
see
have
that?
given you.
Do you see that? There's no more void aura. She just has 1000 HP.
Consciousness you've given me.
Let's quick save.
Far happier was I
And let's
as
give
not
Arhu
but a carefree cat.
the stasis fern. Interestingly
Ours
enough,
was
we can lockpick
happiness
the magic
once
cage door
and
without
can be
provoking
again.
anything.
Why would you resist such promise?
Lock level 10.
Because you are no longer a
Let's steal from Cassandra. What could go wrong? Stealing from a Lich Queen.
but you are a ghoul.
Why does she have
beyond
money
redemption.
and just so little?
This entire forest is nothing but your abattoir, and it sickens me.
Okay.
Perhaps you are meant to be
I'm
my
anxious, so there will be
redemption.
another quick save.
Submit to me, and all this horror will vanish.
I did exactly that when I first played DOS.
Save
After
your
playing
breath,
DOS 2, I was like, are we the
I'll not be
baddies?
swayed by your
Yeah,
lies.
I remember when we played the games too, that felt like that. But I mean, at least in the story you really deviate, I guess, from being a Source Hunter, even if you play very lawful. I mean, you accept Ikara and stuff.
You were always the only one, Arhu.
And, haha. What even is she?
I wonder why. Everything you touch dies.
And Arhu just petrified her.
Everything
Nice.
you behold withers. You are the queen of death, and your rule is one of bloody obliteration.
But what even is she? She looks like an ooze with blue eyes in like a potato sack or something. But nice. It feels like a battle where she usually would...
I'll not allow you to
Nice,
defile
Wolgraff now
my
talks.
being any further.
Yeah, I love the battle theme. The only sad thing is, every time it comes on after it's done, it just stops, it doesn't loop somehow. But at least for YouTube I always extend it or put another soundtrack after that. Because after that you just sit in absolute silence and like, Okay, you're immune to lightning damage, so let's try freezing you. Kinda feels too easy, doesn't it? Also interesting that she's not immune to poison, as the Lady of the Undead. And that's it, Cassandra's gone. Nice. Why did Arhu turn back into a human? Anyway.
Please, Hunter, free me from this accursed cage.
You are outside.
Please, Hunter, free me from this accursed cage. Cassandra.
Ah, okay.
She is no more.
Did you try
The
turning it
woman
on and
who
off
gave me a
again?
new soul. The woman I loved. The sweet girl once ruined by her demonic brother.
It had to be done, Arhu.
I know. Though it pains me still. All I can do is remind myself that the true Cassandra died the day Brachus took her down into his dungeons. Still, to remind oneself is easy. To accept is not.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even want to know how probably painful and horrendous it is to actually be turned into a lich.
But let not my torn heart belittle your triumph, Hunter. The Lich is no more, and these woods will wake from a nightmare spun over centuries. I thank you for freeing me and freeing Phantom Forest. Now please, let me return to the shelter plane and gather my thoughts. It has been a long, tough day.
I wonder why he turned back into the human form and now we can't give him the stasis fan anymore. Maybe we can do that at the shelter plane.
What a journey this has been for Arhu.
Finally, it has come to an end, if a bittersweet one.
I've got my eyes on the prize.
Did you see Cassandra dropped another key for the cage? Okay. Soul Force Repair Ritual. I don't want to give it to Ikara, I have to say. Coffin Feeder. What a nice sword. If anyone used strength. But I mean, all the companions you get also don't use strength except Madora. And she is a cool companion. But I just wanted to do something different this playthrough. Ooh, gloves who award +2 dexterity and 1 bow. Let's take them. Nice. And I think this ring also will come in very handy, so let's change it for that one. Nice. Still some equipment which boosts us. Okay, I'd say we use the last Bloodstone and go to the shelter plane, talk to Arhu, see what room we unlock, and after that we can go for the Source Temple. And slowly but surely we're going for the finale. So, Bloodstone.
Bloodstone, as powerful as it is sinister.
I also wonder why there was a Bloodstone in Cassandra's grave. Okay, off to the shelter plane.
Sitting on Cyseal's beaches, looking at the premium beaches, having these jolly times, making up these baldy rhymes. God, it's good to have a voice.
And now Wolgraff becomes a bard.
Your words were barely tolerable when they flowed from the pen, and downright insufferable now that you can pronounce them.
Ah, shut up, Jahan. Jahan kinda feels like the Red Prince of the first game, or at least the closest to it. Interesting that we didn't unlock any more... rooms.
There is magic to this place, isn't there?
Okay.
No matter how forlorn it... How can I help you, my friend?
I have obtained some stasis fern. It, along with your cat form, is yours if you wish it.
Source Hunter. Words fail me, like they should a mere animal. Consciousness I will never be able to leave behind, but the taint of humanity all the more.
Interesting that he actually wants to give up the ability to change. Because I mean, if he prefers the cat form, can't he just stay like that? I mean, sure, Cassandra wanted to turn him full human, but giving up the ability to change? I think I wouldn't do that, but I mean, I am not a cat who got turned into human, as far as you know.
Thank you. For every star in the sky, may the divines bless you. Nothing can deny my true self now. I am cat.
And the interesting thing is, I think it kind of feels like the canon ending, or like the good ending for, also definitely the good ending for Arhu. But like in Divinity Original Sin 2, is it a spoiler? I don't think so. You meet him again, but in his human form, which appeared a bit odd to me.
I quite like to weave between two planes of existence.
What's the word, Source Hunter?
Let's quick save. I don't want to give her the ritual, but I want to talk with her about it. Let's discuss the soul forge between you and Leandra.
You found the spell. Source Hunter, you may well be Rivellon's greatest hero. Now we must find my sister and rejoin our souls.
No.
I'm certain this entire matter can be healed.
Into it, doesn't it?
I wonder if that was now a decision. Anyway. Yeah, since Wolgraff said something about the beaches of Cyseal, do you remember the watch we encountered? We sent them to the Cyseal beach, so let's have a look at them. Tranquil Beach. I just wonder which part of the beach they are.